Hi students, today I am going to explain the CSS and its selector forms. So now first we know there are three different types of CSS, that is what inline CSS, document level and external level CSS. And when you come to the selectors, we have a various selectors in that element selector, ID selector, class selector and universal selector. These things we have. Now first I'll go to the HTML code and explain one by one how to use these selectors in my HTML in the web page. So first I'm opening the HTML tag, opening the head and the meta tag. Here I'm putting some meta information of the web page, and title I'm displaying as a CSS login form, and here I'm using the link. So why I am using the link tag here? So to get the whatever the CSS file I defined as a external CSS file. So here I'm taking the relation is a what type of relation to the link is a kind of style sheet, and what type of style sheet you are using is a type of text slash CSS. And where is that CSS file? So it's available in the same folder which I created my web page, or if you have in a different location you have to copy the entire path and paste it with the file name and extension. Then I'm closing the head of the section, then opening the body. I'm using body as a element selector, division as a class selector, and paragraph as a ID selector, and another paragraph as a universal selector. Now we'll come to the CSS part. So there are four types of selectors which we have. So that is what the element selector. Element in the sense whatever the tags we are using, that we call as element. So directly we can apply the entire style properties to the element itself. So nothing but the tag. So in the CSS sheet I'm defining body. So I'm taking the body. So body has to display in the aqua color. So in the CSS I'm making the properties and value for the body. That property is a body color, background color, and the color value is a aqua. So this is what the element selector. So element selector directly we are applying to the element, the tag itself. Another one we have ID selector. For this ID we will use the pound symbol or a hash symbol preceding with the ID name. So you can give whatever the ID name you want. I am adding the properties like text align equals center and color equals blue and font weight equals bold and font size equals 40 pixel. So this ID attribute of HTML to select the specific element. So whenever you want to display the unique information in your web page, then we will use this attribute. Means whenever I want to display the unique information in my web page, then I will use the ID selector. And compared to the ID selector and class selector, ID will take the first priority and followed by the class selector. The universal is a last priority selector. Means if you define n number of IDs or if you define n number of class selector in the same in the same web page, especially in a respective tag, if you define the both ID as well as the class selector, the first preference will go to the ID selector. Means to display the unique information. For example, if you want to highlight or if you want to make it your name as a unique name, or your Aadhaar card number, PAN number, any information which is a productive information, as a useful information to the clients, at that time we will use this ID selector. So always ID will take the first priority when you have a ID and class in the same tag. Then class selector will use the period symbol or a dot symbol followed by the class selector name. So in this class selector, for the login layout I am using height as a 310 pixel, width as a 290 pixel, margin automatically it will take, border with the 8 pixel with the respective solid format in this color, and padding equals 10 size it will take, and the background color of that entire login screen will become a light green color. So the particular uh, background of the block will comes under the light green color. So ID already explained this username. So whenever I use this respective ID, the text of that respective information will appear in the purple color. And I have one more class attribute, that is what login input. So whenever I'm using the login with the respective input, it will take the padding as a 10 pixel, margin as a 10 pixel. Then I have a universal selector. This universal selector making as a default in our web page sometimes. Why? Because my default web page will display in a black color as a default. But whenever I want to display in some unique color to the entire web page, then I'll go with the universal selector. So for universal selector, I will use asterisk as a selector. There is no particular any name for the asterisk, just we will use only the asterisk followed by the property and value. Here property I'm giving color as a red, and the another property font size I'm giving as a 20 pixel. So these are the different four kinds of selectors which we have. Now I'm going to use these selectors in my HTML. So body, we know it will display in the aqua color. I'm using the division tag. So whenever I want to make it as some block of content or some block of information or some container of information, means the group of similar kind of information which should be appear in the same or similar kind of positions, then I'll go with the division. So I'm using the division tag. Class here I'm using, so class login. What exactly login contains? This information, this property and value it contains. So it will use the class selector, login class selector it will use. Then inside the division I'm displaying the paragraph. That paragraph in the sense that login page, the heading I'm displaying as a login page. So I'm using the paragraph tag. That for that I'm using the id as a paragraph 1. What is that paragraph 1 contains? So this is the paragraph 1 property value. That is what the text align center, color equals blue, font weight equals bold, font size equals 40 pixel. So this will appear to this particular text called login page. Then I have a input. So whenever I use the input, I will use the attribute called type. Input is a tag. For that I'm using the type equals text. Textual type information I'm going to enter, and placeholder I'm putting here as a username. So whenever the user come to know what exactly has to enter, so it will display some hints like a username. So user has to enter the username like that, and id equals username. So this is the username. It will take this CSS. That is what color purple. So whenever in the username text box user going to enter the information, it will appear in the purple color. Here it will appear in the purple. For that purpose I'm using the id here. So I'm using one more input for the password. So I'm using the type equals password. So I'm giving the type value as a password. So by default it will turn to the bullets when I use this value for the type property. And placeholder password I have to use, and id equals password. So far in CSS I have not created any selector form for the password. By default it will black color only it will take, because I am not assigned any of the selectors so far. Then input type equal submit, and value equals sign in. When I use the submit as a value to the type, then it will create a button. It will create a button. That name of that button is a sign in. Name of the button is a sign in. I'm using one more tag called anchor tag. Here I'm using the href equals pop, means I'm not giving any of the link here, just simply a blank. And class equals forgot. Here also I'm not defining any of the property for this forgot class, just simply as it is. I'm putting a word called forget password to get a hyperlink in that page. I'm using this forget password with the hr. Nothing will do, just for our page purpose I'm putting here. That's this. I'm ending the division tag here. So next I have a universal selector, means I'm using this center in, I'm displaying the entire information center which I typed here. That is what ampersand copy space double R. So whenever you use the ampersand copy, this is what you call the character elements. This is what you call the character elements, means some of the characters in the web page you cannot display directly. So for that you have to use the character elements. Character and entities or character elements directly we will use. Like ampersand copy means the copyright symbol will come. If you use ampersand write, so write registered copyright or that will come. Like that I'm using the information to display who is the copyright for this web page. And by default, if I'm not applying anything here, by default the text will display in the black color. Here also the text will display in the black color. Here also the text will appear in the black color here. So I'm closing the body, closing the HTML. Now I'm going to run this page. So I will get that page in this form. So this is a login, is a unique name which I'm going to display in my page. That is what login page, username, password, sign in button, and copyrights. Here copyright symbol is there, so that appear in the some size and with the text which I added to that. So by default it's in the black color, and this is the id tag blue color. Now I'm going to enter the name. So the name when I'm entering here, so it will appear in the purple color, Raghavendra. And password, so when I'm entering the password, it will turn to a bullet with a black color. So if I increase the size, if you increase the size here, so it's in the purple color, it's in the black dots, because I given only the color property to the first input tag, property tag. I given the color property, that is what the username. Whenever the username appears, it will turn to the purple color. So if I go to the and this is the and this is the copyright symbol in the black color, sign in the black color. Okay, if I click, nothing will happen, just as it is it will be. So again I'll go to the code, I'll open the universal selector. Till now I commented, now I opened. See here, asterisk color equals red, font size equals 20 pixels. Yes, I'll go to the page, I'll refresh it. Okay, wait a second, I will save entire thing. I will save both CSS file and demo file because there are two files which link each other. I will go to the page, I will refresh it. See here, sign in appear red color, forget password is appear in red color, and copyright also appear in red color. So when I type the username, it will take in the purple color same, and when I type the password, it will appear in the red color. This is what the default. This is a universal selector for password. Whichever the classes or IDs, whichever the selectors, if you are not using the ID selectors or class selector, if you are not using my web page, and by default it will applicable to the all the selector forms, apply to the all the selectors form. So when I go back to the code, if you see these codes, so this is the element selector, this is the element selector, this is the ID selector, this is the class selector, this is also class selector, this is also ID selector, this is the universal selector. So I don't want that universal selector in my code. So for that, what I'm doing, just I'm commenting. Again I'll go to the page, I'll refresh it, so it will come to the as it is the blue color, sorry, purple color. It's in the purple color and it's in the black, and here also black. So this is what how to use the CSS selectors and with the CSS selectors in the HTML file. So I am using the element selector, class selector, ID selector, and universal selector. So using these respective selectors in our CSS, we can give a different properties of a style to our web pages. So we can enrich the visibility of my web page to the user, to make it a user friendly as well as to give a better experience. I hope you understand this. If not, please watch once again. Thank you.